Hi, Dave Anderson here with the Fisherman magazine. Today I'm going to show you how to drill an off-center line tie. Off-center line ties are found on a variety of baits. You can find them on flaptails. You can find them on most metal lip swimmers. And of course the jet squid, which is the reason for my doing this video. The first step is to drill a pilot hole in your blank before you even start turning. So you take your square, you find the center, and then you drill a shallow pilot hole just deep enough so that it will make a small mark. And what that does when the plug's been turned is it keeps things centered and it makes sure that your line ties are always in the same place. Now I do this with a hand drill. Some people do it on the lathe. I don't like doing it on the lathe because I feel like the hole comes through too low. So the hook either hangs down too far in the case of a metal lip, or in something like this you're going to hit the weight, and that's not going to be good. So I do it with a hand drill, and I make sure I use a brad point bit, and I'm using a 3/16 inch bit. And what I do is I line the point of the brad pit up on the pilot hole, and then I'm looking inside the plug and seeing the through wire hole that I drilled on the lathe, and I'm trying to match up with it. And the best way for me to show you that is I just cut a cross section of a plug here, and you can see that this is the hook hole, and then the through wire hole is shown right at the top of the hole. So you're looking into the plug and seeing that hole and then trying to drill toward it. Now it's very simple. All you have to do is you take your plug like this and you look down in, and you take your drill, put it right into the pilot hole there, and then just slowly and carefully drill right in. Until you come out in the hook hole. And now I've got it so that I can wire that plug no problem. Okay, so here's the one that I just did, and you can see I can feed the wire through and just go right through the whole bait, and it's ready to be made into a plug. Sometimes what you're going to run into, because this is a long way to drill from the tail all the way to the forward hook hole on an 8-inch bait, sometimes you're going to get some bit wander, and in this one I have had bit wander. So the best thing to do to salvage the bait is to turn it around and just drill on the lathe from the nose back. And you can see here that this has that. I had to drill in through the nose. I'm going to fill that hole in with Bondo and then just sand it smooth so that it will still have a nose like it's supposed to have. But now I have a hole that goes all the way through the bait, but I don't have the off-center line tie. So in this case, I'm just going to do the same thing that I did before. I'm going to look through and find that hole. Let's get the hole started, and then come out in that hole. Tap this thing out a little, and then I should be able to go right through. So we just send the wire through, and we're done. And that's how you salvage a misdrill. Hope this helps you guys. One thing you have to consider when you're doing anything considering plug building is your own safety. And in this case, since we're going to be holding the plug in our hand and drilling toward the meat of our palm, you're going to have to be careful. For this reason, I recommend using a variable speed drill, and by variable speed I mean that when you pull the trigger a little bit, it spins slowly. When you pull it fully, it spins a lot, but it also comes to a complete stop as soon as you let go of the trigger. This will limit the possibility of going through and hitting yourself, and it also makes it a lot easier to control the hole. If the thing's going really fast and won't stop spinning, then you can't really steer it. So definitely use a battery drill, variable speed battery drill, and this process will go a lot more smoothly.